Okay. Cool.
So our first wine of the night is our Kim Crawford Sauvignon Blanc. Now, for those of you that are new, what we do is we kind of go through this with the deductive process that is usually used for sommeliers. So we're going to be looking at it, and then we'll smell it, and then we'll go ahead and taste it. So for our site, let's go ahead and, if you have a white background, go ahead and hold it up against it at about a 45-degree angle. Kind of look through there, see what kind of colors we got.
Richard, I have to go grab something. Which one are we on?
The Kim Crawford Sauvignon Blanc.
Thanks.
Did I hear straw?
Yeah, straw color.
Yeah. With almost a kind of almost like a silvery green near the edges. So, and then give it a nice little swirl. See if we can get any legs off of this.
Not much.
Mm-mm. Okay, so let's give it another kind of more violent swirl, and let's go ahead and give it a couple of sniffs.
Very strong apricot.
Okay, an apricot.
Okay, so I'm really new at this. So can we go back just a step? We did
Okay.
a little swirl first, and then you do a big swirl?
Yeah, so the little swirl was just to kind of coat the rim and look for any like legs, where it starts to pull down. So some of the reds, and actually probably the next one, which is more of a heavier white, you'll see more of what we're talking about with the legs.
Okay, thanks. I like wine, but I'm not very educated about a palate with it.
Oh no, if you stay with us, you will get very educated very quickly. So the second swirl was to essentially kind of aerosolize some of that wine into your glass, so that as you're smelling it, you can really start to pick up on some of those, like, you know, different notes of aroma that and then, you know, what we're doing is we're kind of talking about what we're smelling from them. Anyone else other than apricot?
We're smelling stuff.
Is there some pineapple in there?
Yes, I also want to say kiwi. Maybe a little bit of kiwi. Some kind of.
Hey Cecilia, you're getting like a weird echo. For me, I swear I smell passion fruit.
Mm.
What's weird is that, yeah, for those of you that were in my Chile class, when we talked about those pyridines, most of the New Zealand stuff, because it's on that kind of cold. All right, who's got the echo? All right, so yeah, you got like a second window, and I think that's probably the one that's echoing. Yep, that was it. Sorry, Cecilia. So yeah, so I was talking about with the pyrazines is that, you know, those are what's going to give kind of that kind of green flavor, that vegetal green bell pepper, even to the point of like wheatgrass juice, you know, that chlorophyll flavor. And so, you know, New Zealand is pretty known for that being present in a lot of their wines. So now that we've smelled it, let's go ahead and give it a taste. Cheers. I'm definitely getting the apricot on the tongue right there. Anything else anyone's getting?
I thought it would be sweeter based on the smell. Even though Sauvignon Blancs aren't normally super sweet, the smell made it seem like it would be a lot sweeter than it was.
Grapefruit.
Yes, definitely a lot of grapefruit, almost to like grapefruit and lychee, and that's because it's got like a high acidity to it. What's weird though is that, I mean, for the longest time when I first had Kim Crawford, it was actually that green flavor was a lot more pronounced, but I think they've kind of moved away from that kind of characteristic note to something that's a little bit more on the like citrus acid side, but that green flavor is still there.
This isn't so much a taste as like a texture thing. Like to me, it has that effervescence that I think characterizes Sauvignon Blancs, but it has more creaminess at the end than I really expected. At the very end of it, so it's still in the center of my tongue. I still feel that bite, but on the sides, I feel like sort of a creaminess.
Okay.
For Sauvignon Blanc, not like a Chardonnay, but like it's a softer Sauvignon Blanc in a way.
Yeah, where like some of the acid's been replaced with, say, like the malic acid. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and try to pair it with a couple of things. For those of you that are new, what you usually do for a wine food pairing is kind of take it in 3 steps. You first kind of prime your palate with a quick sip, and then go ahead and get like a little bit of whatever you're going to be eating and pop that in your mouth and start chewing it around. Now, before that last swallow, take another sip of the wine to wash it down. And that should be where the magic happens. That's where, all of a sudden those flavors are going to interact, and you should be able to, some things all of a sudden are going to get really pronounced and some things are going to get really muted. Like grilled zucchini.
Okay. Barbecue chicken flattens it right out. Not good. I'm gonna try cheddar.
There's zucchini and squash with balsamic vinaigrette and herbs. It's really nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that green, those green flavors are really gonna kind of come out, but also the acid from the vinegar is kind of going to interact with the acid that's again in the wine.
I had 2 different things I was trying. I tried it with zucchini, which I thought made it kind of tart. And then I also had a cilantro lime shrimp, which made it sweeter. I kind of balanced it better, I thought.
That has got some serious garlic in it. Yes, it does. Wow.
So anyone else got some other pairings that they're trying with it?
We have
have a couple of sheep. We have a pecorino. We have a garlic and herb sheep cheese and a rosemary sheep cheese.
Mhm.
We're not sure about any of them.
See, if it was going to go with any, I would have thought maybe the pecorino, just because, again, the more tart and acidic that a wine is, having something that's high in salt, it kind of levels that out.
I think the best is with the balsamic vinegar on the vegetables.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that like these Sauvignon Blancs are like a great like wine to have with salad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really good with the biltong. I don't know if that's how you say it.
That looked really cool. I did mine with dark chocolate ginger, and it tasted good, but I like both wine and chocolate ginger, so I don't know.
Okay. I can see it interacting with the ginger portion. The dark chocolate has me a little, I don't know. Hey, again, it's all about different people's, palates.
This is dark chocolate is always good.
Did you try it with the?
I definitely taste more ginger than anything.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought that would have kind of came to the forefront. Just because you have a lot of those kind of almost, well, citrus and like that spice and kind of bite of ginger are pretty, much along those same lines. So them kind of pairing up to all of a sudden kind of come to the forefront on your tongue, it does kind of make sense.
I tried it with a bunch of stuff, but I liked it best with the cheddar because it cut right through it.
I'm gonna go with blue cheese for the best cheese pair.
We'll try it with the mango ginger stilton. It's really good.
Yeah, that would actually that sounds pretty good with it.
I don't have a pairing, but the more I drink this, the more it's coating my tongue, like almost like a creaminess, which I don't normally associate with high acid.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, that's what Noel was kind of just commenting on, is that there's actually a little bit of creaminess, which is definitely a little bit odd for especially New Zealand Sauv Blancs. They shouldn't have like any malolactic fermentation going on, but again, considering that this has gone from how I used to know Kim Crawford of like huge green notes to more of this stone and citrus, that they might have introduced some to it just to because as people's tastes start to evolve and things start to shift, they're considering how big they are as production, it's very possible that they've been shifting how they've been producing their wine to meet people's taste buds.